I wanted to explain to you how to use simple left-hand chords and turn them into amazing and epic left-hand patterns. So this goes for any song, and we're going to pick the song Can't Help Falling in Love for this demonstration. We're going to be using 4 chords for the first half of the song. And I'm going to show you how to turn this simple C major chord into a nice left-hand pattern like this. So let's dive into it. First, we need to examine the simple chord here. C major. All right? Now, when playing this song, I'm not telling you to get rid of these simple left-hand patterns. They're fine. In fact, let's use it for the first time around through this song. And it could go something like this. Now that's really simple and it's pretty, but now we need to graduate to something with more depth and power for the second time around. And this is where some of these left-hand patterns work really well. And I'm using a pattern that I call the Wonderwave Pattern, and it's in my PDF that I've made for you. You could get all these amazing left-hand patterns that I'm using right in the description below. I'm offering it as a free guide. So the Wonderwave pattern is really cool because it takes the C major chord and spreads it out. You see how it's a regular C major chord. Well, what we want to do is bring the root note an octave lower to the lower C. And we want to start our pattern here. So you see, for the regular C major chord, it's C, E, and G. What we're going to do is play the root note C, 1 octave lower, right here. But instead of playing E here, we're going to leave that for later. Instead, let's skip to the G. And I'm going to play that with finger number 2. C, G, and now with my thumb, I'm going to hit middle C. So we have this pattern right here, which I call the 2x4 pattern. It's the building block for all my left-hand patterns that I show you in my PDF. So we have that. Now, what about the E? Where's that going to go? Well, I'm going to cross over with finger number 3 and play the E up here. Let me show you again. C, G, C, E. That's what I'm going to be doing. In fact, if it helps you understand the 2x4 left-hand pattern as your bass foundation, and then the chord is happening up here. I'm just adding the C major simple chord on top of my foundation. And what we could do here is play the 2x4 pattern, C, G, C, lift up with finger number 3 to play E, and then with the thumb, G. Now that's a cool chord, right? It's a cool pattern that you could play like this. C, G, C, E, G. The wave happens when I'm crossing over with finger number 3 to hit E, and then that puts my hand in place to hit E and G. The Wonderwave. Now for the next chord in the song, G, D, G, B, D. And then the next chord would be A minor, right? A, E, A, C, E, F, F, C, F, A, C, back to C. Then to G. F, G, A minor, F, C, G, C. Isn't that cool? So let me play the whole example using the simple chords that you've probably all learned, right? And then on the second time around for the verse, we're going to play the Wonderwave pattern. So check it out. Here's the Wonderwave. Isn't that pretty? So we're able to use the things we know. It's the C major simple chord. You don't have to throw that away. We're building the arrangement, and sometimes simple is better in the first part of the song. And if you're wondering, I'm arpeggiating the C major chord. So you could do something like this. 5, 3, 1, 3, 1. 5, 3, 1, 3, 1. It adds a little bit more variety than just doing clunk, clunk, clunk. So just adding motion, moving your fingers. It could be simple as that. 5, 3, 1. 5, 3, 1. And don't be afraid to go an octave lower, even an octave lower than what I showed you with the Wonderwave pattern. You know, I'm playing down here. That's 2 octaves below middle C. So here's middle C, here's the lower C, and here's a C below that. You want bass and you want power, so you got to go lower. Well, thanks again. We're going to end it there. Really appreciate you taking the time to be here with me to just figure out what these chord patterns are and how you could make them better and transform them into something epic. So if you're interested in what these left-hand patterns are, I made a wonderful PDF with 6 of my best left-hand patterns that you could use, and also over an hour course that accompanies it. So it's all free when you sign up to my email list. Link is in the description below, and check it out. So thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.